You could say that being a CEO has its perks, which, of course, is quite an understatement. We're well aware of the famous titans who have been at the top of the chains, but as technology keeps growing and evolving, so too are their bank balances. Persistence and hard work are essential ingredients that make a successful entrepreneur. But to be a CEO, it takes a certain level of charisma and instinct to lead your company and team towards success. Without further ado, here are the top 5 highest paid CEOs in the world. But before we continue, if you don't want to miss a video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time we post new videos. Let's get started. Number 5. Sumeet Singh. Sumeet Singh is the CEO and director of Chewy Inc., an online store that brands itself as a convenient destination for pet parents. According to Singh's LinkedIn profile, under his leadership, Chewy became a public company in June 2019, trading on the New York Stock Exchange as Chewy, CHWY, and raised $1 billion from stock sale. Singh, who joined Chewy from Amazon.com Inc. in 2017, has been Chief Executive Officer since 2018 and led the company to a successful initial public offering last year. Prior to joining Amazon, he spent a decade at Dell Technologies Inc. According to an article in Bloomberg, Diane Pelkey, a spokeswoman for online pet retailer Chewy Inc., whose CEO, Singh, is the 5th on the index with $108.2 million, disputes Bloomberg's calculation of his pay. Only about a quarter of his shares had vested at the end of 2019, she said in an email. Number 4. Joseph Ianniello. Former chairman and CEO of the CBS Entertainment Group for Viacom CBS, Joseph Ianniello earned $125 million for 2019, according to its annual filing with the SEC. Ianniello started his career at CBS in 1997 as Director of Financial Planning. His next move with CBS was as its Vice President of Corporate Development from 2000 to 2005. At that position, Mr. Ianniello was in charge of all financial planning matters at CBS, including investor relations. Climbing his way up the corporate ladder, Ianniello soon became acting CEO of CBS after Les Mouvesses left in September 2018. The Director of Financial Planning took home a pretty hefty paycheck. Last year, even after stepping down from the company, he left the newly merged company in January. The figure includes $84 million for changes in his employment agreements with the company. Ianniello's base salary was $2.8 million plus stock awards for $37 million and that other compensation of $84 million. For 2018, he earned a whopping amount of $27.4 million. Ianniello spent more than 20 years at CBS and Viacom, rising through the ranks on the business side to the post of President and Chief Operating Officer. Number 3. Thomas Rutledge. Thomas Rutledge, or Tom Rutledge, is the chairman and CEO of Charter Communications, a cable company. He began his career in 1977 at American Television and Communications, a predecessor of Time Warner Cable, where he served in many different capacities, eventually becoming president of Time Warner Cable, as the company's website reads. Charter Communications chairman and CEO Thomas Rutledge received compensation worth $7.8 million in 2017, following his $98.5 million take for 2016 and $16.4 million in 2015, according to a regulatory filing. The big increase in his 2016 compensation was due to nearly $80 million in option awards and just over $10 million in stock awards after the company closed the acquisitions of Time Warner Cable and Bright House to become the second largest U.S. cable operator behind Comcast. Charter's earnings grew by 183% in 2017, with its earnings per share up 126%. Rutledge's base salary for 2017 was $2 million, while the bulk of his compensation came from a non-equity incentive plan. Number 2. Tim Cook. Apple's CEO and ex-Chief Operating Officer Tim Cook ranks second on the list. He's also the highest paid CEO currently in the tech industry. Apple CEO Tim Cook has passed the $1 billion mark, officially making him a billionaire. It's certainly an impressive number, but assuming it's just over $1 billion, he's got a long way to go before he catches up with the other CEOs on the Bloomberg Billionaires list. It's rare for any non-founder CEO to become a billionaire, but Cook arguably built Apple into the most valuable publicly traded company in the world, beating out Saudi Arabia's state-owned oil company just this July. Cook spent many years at the company and rebuilt its chain supply using just-in-time manufacturing principles, like reducing inventory. After Steve Jobs hired him away from Compaq to be Apple's COO. By most accounts, Cook has taken a more measured, cautious approach than his predecessor, but Apple's revenue and profit have both more than doubled since he became CEO. Number 1. Elon Musk. With a total compensation of $595.3 million, Elon Musk's name is at the top of this list. In what hardly comes as a shocker, Elon Musk emerged as the highest paid CEO. Whether you love him or hate him, and there's no in between, the internet's messiah has just earned $2.2 billion in the previous year, a figure any other CEO would kill to have. He is the CEO of Tesla Inc., an automobile and energy company focused on developing high-performance, fuel-efficient cars. In 2018, Tesla ranked as the best-selling plug-in cars manufacturer, and there is no doubting that Musk's vision will take them even further, despite the numerous public problems they have been facing. According to the company's website, he leads product design, engineering, and global manufacturing of Tesla's electric vehicles, battery products, and solar energy products. Notably, Musk is also CEO of Neuralink and previously co-founded and sold PayPal. What can we learn from the top runners in business is that if you strongly believe in an idea, you should follow through. Who knows? You could go on to become the next Zuckerberg or Musk. Which of these CEOs inspire you the most? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.